Dear colleagues, after going through various software tools that are available for creating a website, now let us go towards various softwares for learning management system. Learning management system is a complete solution which integrates all the requirements for running a course. There we can disseminate lectures through videos, we can track students' progress, we can create tests and discussion forums, we can manage records starting from the attendance of the students to the marks which they have scored, the badges they have been awarded. Everything can be recorded into this learning management system. So I said it is a total solution for running any course. And Moodle is a very famous and free software. Now let us see the various softwares that can be used for learning management system. The various softwares which can be used are Moodle, Canvas, Blackboard, Brightspace, and Training Online. So come on, let's see these softwares. So this is a Moodle website. We have taken Gnomio because Gnomio is run by the Moodle professionals, where you can enroll more than 100 students or 100 learners free of cost. And it's so easy to use. You can create your whatever name you want to give, and it will be .gnomio.com. And once you receive the email of confirmation, then you can start working on your website. So just see the website which our department has created. So this is our second year diploma students Moodle site which we are using. You can see all the subjects have been given as a courses over here, and you can see. So you can go into some of the courses, you will come to know that every record of the students can be seen. So you can have the PDFs, the videos, then you can even have the games installed. So likewise you can create the Gnomio course for your students and run free of cost. The second software which I am going to tell you is the Canvas. So this is also a free software which can be used. It's a free for the teachers. Then we have another software which is called as a D2L. D2L, it's a Brightspace. Then we have this software which is called as a training-online.eu. Here also you can create free e-learning platform. So if you want, you can explore all these softwares, but Gnomio Moodle is a time-tested software which you can run for your students for running the course. Now let's see free softwares for running the virtual classroom. Google Classroom, Big Blue Button, and EdgeTalks. These are the free softwares. There are more softwares, but I have taken these three. So you can see, have a look at these softwares. So this is EdgeTalks. You will find that virtual classroom software which is absolutely free for up to 100 students. If you want it for more students, then you may require it to purchase, but our class is containing 60 students, so you can use for 60 students as a best virtual classroom software. We also have a Big Blue Button. So this is also a online platform where you can have a web conferencing system designed for online learning. We can create Google Classroom, and whatever the class code which you get by using this, you can invite the students to participate into your Google Classroom, where you can embed the videos, take the tests, and even the gradings can also be there. Dear teachers, discussion forums are also very useful. They can be used for helping students to review material prior to an assignment or exam, engaging students in discussion of course material before coming to class, and reflecting on material that they have read. So for this, various softwares which we can use free are JITABoards, BuddyPress, PHPBB, ProBoards, and BraveNet. So you can create your message forum for free using BraveNet. You can also have free forum from ProBoards. You can see here PHPBB is also a free open source bulletin board software. Then BuddyPress.org, this is a software which needs to be downloaded, where you can create your own discussion forum. We also have TapaTalk, which is a free forum for the community of your students. So these are few softwares which can be used to have your online discussion boards. Sometimes as teachers, we require students to interact with us. They should do some work collaboratively in a group. So for that reason, we require some tools for interactive and collaborative work. So the software tools available free are Google Drive, Padlet, Wikis, Pinterest, Scoopit. So let's see these software tools. The first one is a Google Drive. So here everybody knows about a Google Drive. You can share your work which can be seen by your colleagues, by your teacher, if you share the link and give the access for your colleagues to see it. So Google Drive can be used. Then we have a Padlet. So Padlet is nothing but a wall which can be created by a teacher, and you can ask the students to join your Padlet, because you will get a link of your Padlet and the students can write on your wall. If this has been written by a teacher that dear students, your work should be posted on this wall, so they can come, they can double click over here, so that there will be something where they can write, they can share it over there, and that will be on the wall. So every student can come on this wall and collaboratively discuss or do some work on this, post on this wall. We can see here the Scoop It, where you can have your research publications posted over here. Okay, you can have this free. So what you can do is whatever you have written, that can be taken over here, and then that curation will be done by others. So you have to write something for publication, and that will be curated by your colleagues. So that is allowed in Scoop IT. Then we can go to Pinterest. Here you can work collaboratively with the topic of your interest. Like for example, I have taken Life Coach book as my topics of interest, so I can collaboratively work on this platform. Now let us see the free tools for online quizzes, surveys and polls. For the quizzes, we have Mentimeter, Socrative, Kahoot, Testmoz, Google Forms, Plickers. For survey, we have Monkey Survey along with Google Forms, and you can even conduct the poll by using Poll Everywhere. Let's see these online tools which you can use for running the quiz. The first one is a Mentimeter. Now this is one of the questions which I have created on Mentimeter. That is, have you used following ICT tools in your teaching? And the students or the learners have to log into www.menti.com, and they can use this code which has been generated to give the answer. And you can see whatever the answer they give by using this code, you will find that it's the 22 people who are saying PowerPoint presentation as ICT tool they are using. 3 are using animation, 1 is using video creation, and 3 Moodle and 1 WordPress. So this is what we can even conduct the quizzes, and various forms we can use for Mentimeter. You can have another tool that is a Socrative, where you can have quiz, you can have multiple choice true false or question answers. Only thing is, for free version only 50 students can participate for the quiz. Then we have a Kahoot. So you can see here Kahoot, where you can create your quiz for assessment. There are some games which can be played into Kahoot. Okay. Then we have another free tool which is called as a Testmos, where you can create the test. Only thing is 50 questions per test and only 100 responses per test. Therefore, in a free version, only 100 people can participate. Then even you can have an online quiz by using the Google Forms, because Google Forms can be used for surveys, for quiz, for party invite, for everything. But you can use this for as an assessment tool also. Google. We can use SurveyMonkey for conducting quizzes and assessments along with all these features. We can also use Polls Everywhere, where you can have the plan of conducting multiple choice questions or polls for the students. Then we can use Plickers. Here also the test can be done. Only thing is, it requires Plickr boards, and therefore the students needs to be present in the classroom so that we can scan their Plickr boards to get the answers. Dear teachers, students will be very happy to have the badges and certificates once they achieve something, some ranks into the class. So let's see the tools for creating badges and certificates. So Badger, Credly, Accredible. These are the 3 sites which can issue the badges, but badges needs to be created by you. And the free certificates are available here by Microsoft 365. So just have a look. So here you can go and find out the templates which are absolutely free. You have to select it, and then you can download and you can edit this. So there are so many templates available which can be downloaded in terms of Word or PowerPoint, and which can be edited and given to the students. Even we can issue the certificates. Accredible issues the certificates, but for free version only 20 recipients can be awarded with the badges in a year. Likewise, Badger is one of the site. Digital Credential is another site which issues the badges to the students, and these are not free. But if you are joined with Canvas or Blackboard as a learning management system user, then you can get the badges over there that can be issued by these companies. We can also use some tools for detecting plagiarism. So Google search engine can be used, as well as to check grammar. Grammarly can be used. Let's have a look of this. Grammarly, whatever you write, it's a totally free. You have to paste it over here. It will point out the mistake. The same thing in Scholar plagiarism. You have to put your text here and check. The plagiarism checker will tell you where something has been plagiarized. I would suggest you 2 software tools for designing MOOCs: Google Course Builder and Learning Designer. These are absolutely free, so go and try those if you are going to develop your MOOCs. So with this, I wish you a very happy learning. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. Thank you.